Since we are off and running, it is one fall for the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Championship. Perennial contenders, the Killbillies, could leave with the gold tonight, Cecil Scott, but also so could the very unique tandem.
The best friends.
Of Ric Converse and Chase Dakota. If that happens here, if Dakota and Converse are able to hold it together, Seabear, you've been here a long time, as have I, that would undeniably be one of the strangest Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Championship combinations we've ever seen.
I can't think of a more, I guess more oil and water type team than Converse and Chase Dakota. And to start this match, Ric Converse actually squirted on McAllister with the water.
I see.
Chase is teaching him how to squirt.
I see.
Are we going to have to edit that out? And we got some nice chain wrestling here to start with. A very rare matchup with Ric Converse going up against the Killbillies. We haven't seen this pairing very often. Of course, Chase Dakota tags himself right back in. Very unique set of rules. It's one fall to a finish in these three-ways. And the Killbillies, of course, as we mentioned earlier, perennial contenders, haven't quite been able to grab the big win, though, against the almost indestructible Rage in the Machine, McAllister and Mecha Mercenary. But we got Aric Andrews with the nice hammerlock on Chase Dakota, grinding the man down. And in a match like this, you want to keep the man as close to your corner as possible. Huge chance of blind tags. You want to keep your own partner in as much as possible, but anybody can tag anybody. And Chase Dakota with a slow grind on that arm bar. Everybody kind of taking it cautious, and it seems like everyone is making an effort to keep McAllister and Mecha Mercenary out of the ring to start this match. And Chase took his eye off of Aric Andrews for a moment. Aric Andrews is a great technical wrestler and took advantage of that. And right back into the side headlock. Again, everybody being somewhat cautious. Chase Dakota with those hard forearms. Pushed the man off, but Aric Andrews is a little too big. Now, if the pace quickens like this is Chase Dakota's advantage. And nobody can get the hip toss, but there's the big body slam by Aric Andrews. The southpaw. And Michael McAllister, there's that blind tag, tags himself in. And I don't think McAllister is going to do a whole lot of mat wrestling like we saw from Chase Dakota. And we see a tag on the other end from McAllister's old tag team partner from many moons ago, Evan Banks, and he comes in throwing fists. I think we're done with the wrestling. Short arm clothesline. And there you go, quick covers in this three-way. And they got the man in the corner, going to set up a double team. Nice drop toe hold, going to go to the knee drop to the back of the head, and the Killbillies have had a great strategy so far, keeping this on their side of the ring.
Cover here. Andrews only gets a count of 2. Killbillies, I got to think, as dominant as Rage and the Machine have been, Killbillies are still, I think, the most cohesive of these 3 teams.
Oh, yeah, they've got the most experience as a team, but I think McAllister and Mercenary kind of make up for it in just fury, no pun intended. Oh, God!
Just smoked him with that big kick, did Evan Banks. Cover at 2. One fall for the championships. Why are Dakota and Converse over there having a conference instead of trying to break up these falls? Killbillies could have won the belts right there. I got to think Dakota and Converse need to get their head in the game here. Titles are on the line.
Right, I think it's a case where they're not on the same page. They're not even reading the same book.
That's a good point. That's not a typical duo that's over there in the far corner.
I mean, best friends or not, they're just not a regular team. And I mentioned earlier, it's kind of rare to see Converse go at it with the Killbillies.
Side headlock there from Ric Converse, the most decorated Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion of all time.
Definitely the franchise of CWF Mid-Atlantic.
Or is he?
Who?
Well, we do have a young champion that has had control of that title for almost a year and a half now. And
that is true.
You know, there are starting to be a little rumblings. Every now and then I'll hear from someone that maybe I haven't heard from in a while. Great drop toe hold right there. The bottom rope, in theory, would have saved McAllister most of the time, but it didn't save him right there. And Dakota says, why not?
And the thirst was real.
Oh!
McAllister squirting.
McAllister's had worse stuff than that in his mouth over the years, I'm positive. Fires the way into the rope. Now, once again, the stability of the ropes is going to be a factor as we roll on with the night, especially once those two big heavyweights are in here.
I think Aric Andrews is upset Converse stole his move.
Well, Converse was technically here first. Cover, two, only two.
He's the first. And now things are going to change.
Not what anybody on the two opposing sides wanted.
And there was a conscious effort earlier in the match to keep these two out of the ring.
Mecha, forceful with Converse. Takes a bad man to throw away a six-time Mid-Atlantic champion like that.
Oh, man, Converse threw everything he had into that, and he fell backwards.
Uh-oh.
And McAllister grabs him by the waist.
Oh, into the ropes.
And he had absolutely nowhere to go. And Converse is in bad, bad trouble.
The big man stomping away here at the first, Ric Converse. Oof.
Close to 400 pounds right in the back. And of all the people in this match, I kind of did not expect Converse to get isolated like this. I felt like he might be a little too smart.
Cover, only got two. Interesting move, though, here by the champions. I don't know if it was just happenstance or if they planned it this way. Fisherman suplex? Yes, sir. Got him. Good ring positioning. Two, only two.
Great bridge.
I don't know if they planned it this way or if it just happened this way, but they've got Converse isolated. Converse, of everybody in the matchup, is the most uncertain of his partner. So if Converse breaks free and gets to Dakota on the tag, these guys are not a regular recurring tag team. I'm not even sure that they are friends. If he gets to Dakota for the tag, Converse really has no idea what Dakota is going to come with, and when he gets in the ring as the legal man. The tag team continuity on that side of the ring is virtually non-existent.
I mean, it's an unknown entity if you're Ric Converse. As he gets the feet up, I mean, they are friends. Chase told me.
Oh, good Lord. That's about 440 with the clothesline cover, and Aric Andrews breaks up the count. Killbillies are focused on that tag team championship. What is Chase Dakota focused on? Where was he to break up the 3 count?
And it's a miscommunication. You see a lot of times in these tags when you get down to the late stages, you see a lot of cohesion, a lot of chemistry, and these two seem to have none. And that clothesline, Ric Converse is still feeling that. It was like getting hit with a tree limb. And McAllister and Mecha Mercenary have kept Ric Converse in that side of the ring.
Sky high, got him with it. Did not get all of it. Converse has taken a beating here.
Yeah, he was shook up. And Chase reaching out for the tag.
Converse is a long way away from Dakota.
Does Converse know where he's at, or does he trust Dakota enough to...
Oh, Aric Andrews just made the tag. Aric Andrews just tagged himself in. Look at the look on the face of Chase Dakota.
And we can't blame that one on anybody, really. Oh, brainbuster.
Gorgeous. Killbillies are gunning for them title belts.
And Aric Andrews still trying to get around in that walking boot.
And Dakota just charges the ring. Not the legal man at all here.
Right in the face with that kick.
Uh-oh.
Flapjack.
Beautiful move there from the Killbillies. Cover right there. But McAllister breaks it up.
And Converse again, we spoke of it earlier, right out there on the apron, didn't help his partner.
Scoop slam, no. Oklahoma Stampede.
Nice power
puts him
slam.
down. 1, 2, no. Converse finally kind of slips in. He had to save the matchup right there. Now you see Converse arguing with Aric Andrews about that tag. Oh, he got Converse. I think he was going for Andrews, but he got Converse.
And that was his miscommunication.
And Andrews and Dakota, I think technically are still legal here.
Russian leg sweep.
Side Russian, floats over, cover. Oh my God.
5 minutes, 54 seconds. The winners and still CWF Mid-Atlantic